Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video on the latest Datacron fiasco, which kind of continues in a different way. Now, this is not breaking news. I'm not the first person to cover this, but I did want to weigh in. So we had a colossal failure of an attempted make good or a correction to an issue with the attacker Datacron. So the attacker Datacron was a little too strong, apparently, and they nerfed it. And to make it right, they rolled everyone's Datacrons back to level 5. Threw caution to the wind with the rerolls. You didn't get the right stuff back. Everyone had their progress erased, and we were picking up our pitchforks, including me. And I was calling for a reversal. They need to revert back to the state that it was prior and then try to do something else. They did do that, but they went so far and above overboard to fix it that it like caromed in the complete other direction. Because they gave everyone back the Datacrons they had. They gave extra ones, gave extra materials, and gave basically, essentially infinite reroll materials. So let me show. The post, I don't know if it said 20,000 per Datacron you had or just 20,000. I ended up getting 160,000 on my main account and 40,000 on GoTank, so it seemed like 20,000 per old AttackerCron you had, which is essentially unlimited rerolls. You cannot run out of rerolls unless you try extremely hard. Because honestly, last night I was just sitting rerolling all of my Datacrons for probably over an hour, just trying to get everything perfectly the right way. And normally for Datacrons, I have a very limited number of rerolls. Basically, I have effectively 4 rerolls across the whole Datacron. That's for any mechanic or stat. And once I'm done and it costs 80, I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm out. But now with this much, like, I still only scratched not even 6,000 from that, a little over 10,000 from those, 12,000 for these. I just sat here constantly rerolling. So like normally I'd be happy with this is a roll of health. That's great. I love health. This one's good. This one's, I'm probably not gonna keep rerolling. This is at 21%. It's at the lower end of the spectrum. Even though I want health, I'm gonna keep going because the reroll cost is 1 data cache. You effectively can't run out. So it's just your tolerance to sit here and hit reroll. And oh, 24%. Okay, that's okay. That's pedestrian. Let's see if we can get better. Okay, there's armor pen. That's a good stat. I'll just wave as I pass by because on this one I'm trying to get health. You just have no limitation. 96% armor pen. That's hard to pass by, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep going for. Okay, we got a little bit more health. Maybe we'll come back to this later. But you can just keep re-rolling until you get exactly what you want at every single Datacron, and that's exactly what I did. I have all wordy abilities level 6, level 9s. Oh, that's actually kind of low armor pen. That's pedestrian. Let's keep going for higher. It's just insane, and I'm not really even complaining. This is bad in a way for the Galaxy of Heroes economy because it completely waters down something that was a large spend area for big spenders. So whales spend a lot on getting reroll materials. Like getting a Datacron is easy. Leveling it up is pretty easy, pretty free-to-play friendly. What is not is getting exactly the stats that you want. Like, even for a whale, this is absurd what I'm doing right here. Just hitting reroll over and over again until I get exactly what I want. It's just impractical. It's not cost effective. How many times, like, I don't know, someone count how many mats have I spent with this? Okay, 92%. We'll stop with that for now. So the limitation is no longer in-game resources, crystals, money. It's just your tolerance for re-rolling and your creativity. So I have a couple healer crons with Barris as the primary, but I think someone called to my attention that you're probably better off getting at least a Jedi Consular Cron. I want to get some more healer crons. I have Old Daka, which is a dark side healer cron. I think the healer cron's very strong. I still think the attacker cron is a good one to go for. This one I have a bonus turn one, but I don't necessarily need to stick with that. And you know, for kind of all sets, this is the one. If you have just wanted to have a perfect Datacron set, this is the one to do it with. Every single team in the game can have a level 6 mechanic and a level 3. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this. I have currently, I guess, 21 Datacrons. We have another Conquest coming up. It's going to take me a little bit to get the mats to level up because I'm not maxed out on Mark III, but you better believe I'm going to be maxing out this set, and I am done farming data cache. I'm not going to be picking up any more data cache with this set because the cost is so cheap. They reduced it by 90%. Normally that would be, or maybe they did it even lower than that. Okay, I don't know. This, I guess, would have been 300,000, and now it's just lower. So there's no barrier other than getting these upgrade mats, which is crazy. I mean, it's like a dream come true, it feels like, for me, but then you gotta think everyone else has the same thing. As long as everyone actually did get their stuff. Oh, I can't re-roll this yet. I have to level up to level 9 to do it. Because some people were reporting in my guild that they weren't able to, or they didn't get anything in their inbox, which sucks, but yeah, this is just trippy, man. I want another healer. It's trippy. I'm not too scared of it myself to face it because I'm used to facing a certain amount of players that just have like perfect Datacrons. I normally get plenty of perfect like abilities, like good level 3, good level 6, and then the level 9 at once. I'm used to that, but I'm just not used to like perfect stats. And I'm thankful it's not defense. There's no defense on the set. Defense is the most broken thing. We see a lot of people with 400% defense. If there was defense on it, and it's hard to actually look at the total stats. So I'll just filter it like this. What do you have? Is there a filter for just the whole set? No, I guess not. But look what my total stats are at. I have a 101% protection, 52% health, 200% damage, armor pen, 87% armor pen. I wanted at least one that was some good tenacity. 189% crit damage, almost 81% protection, 120% armor pen, 55% health, 200% armor pen, 250% armor pen, 62% crit damage, 59% crit damage, 249% armor pen, on and on and on. It is ridiculous. 105% health. The support cron with a lot of health is definitely going to be great because doing the protection up all the time. So I want to get a couple more of those too. This one, I have some good armor pen and it's high health. I might re-roll again, but yeah, it's just ludicrous. 104% health, 300% armor pen, 187% tenacity, which is great because this purple set for me was terrible. So it's nice to have a bit of a change up. And then this is my endgame account, so I'm going to be facing a lot of other players that are doing the same thing. They're maxing everything out. But my GoTanks account is probably benefiting from this the most. If you're like a mid-game player, 6.2 million for this account, that tries hard to, do the best they can in Grand Arena, you might be facing a lot of players that just don't engage with Datacrons. And I do. I face a lot of players that just don't deal with Datacrons. I wish I could see the total stat from another account. But I had 2 level 9s before on GoTanks, and now I have 6. So I got a lot of turn meter, a lot of armor pen, attacker cron, support cron, 100% protection. And the best thing about it is, if you make a mistake, if you're like, oh, I shouldn't have just gone for all protection, maybe I should go for more pure health Datacrons. You can. There is no point at which you're going to be, unless they like take it all away, there's no point where you're going to not be able to do course correct. If we get to the beginning of next season and you're like, okay, I want more health crons, so I need some more tenacity, or maybe I should have some potency crons, you can just re-roll. There's no real cost. I mean, depending on how many you actually got, how many re-roll mats, even if you did just get flat 20,000, that's like effectively more than enough that you need. I still haven't touched that yet, and I was spam re-rolling in this video, and I still have 152,000 of this, so I've only used 8,000. What does suck is if anyone had none of those attacker crons and didn't get any re-roll mats, they're really feeling left out. But if they didn't, they were players that most likely didn't engage in Datacrons to begin with. So the loss is, I don't know, it's somewhat mitigated. The dilutive effect in the downside, though, is for whales, they normally spend a lot on this. And for me, like, even these level 3 reroll mats are so scarce. I get a few hundred every set, and that's it. The main source is TW, and it's only if you win. And we don't have many people joining TW right now. 32 active. I'm going to leave and make sure I rejoin to save all the crons. But, man, what are we doing? I guess people are touching up their Datacrons. That's crazy. But TW, that's the main incentive for me. Like, the main things I'm getting from TW are Droid Brains and the Mark III rerolls. I can already scrap for Droid Brains now, and then these free rerolls. There's not too much incentive for TW, other than, like, Guild Pride. And let's do just a quick calculation. So, like, even just the level 3 reroll mats, it's 600 crystals for 25. Oh, no, that's a screenshot of a background. That is not my calculator. Whoops. So, calculator, let's divide 600 by 25. So, each reroll mat is worth... Man, I probably should put my glasses on. Yes. 600 divided by 25. So it's 24 crystals per reroll mat. I got 160,000. It's 3.8 million crystals. For Mark II reroll mats, it's a little cheaper, and you can get them for not crystals. So 400 divided by 50. That's 8 crystals per reroll mat times 160,000. 1.2 million. So even for me, I get like a little bit under 10 million crystals worth of reroll mats, which I can't effectively actually use all of that. It's kind of crazy. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about, like, what's my conclusion? I don't know. I mean, I just wanted to talk about it. I think it's insane. It's ludicrous. If you have Datacrons, take advantage of it. Everyone else is going to be doing the same. Have fun. Whales, I'm sorry. That does suck, because if you spent a lot on the rerolls already, that's like kind of a bait and switch, but I don't know. It's one set. I'm going to have it for the next 3 months. It's going to be fun. And even with this, I just think the stats on Focus Datacrons still blow them out of the water. Even if you pick, you can get 100% health on a Datacron if you roll perfectly. You can still already get that. Look at the Jawacron. Like, there's already one out there with 70% health, 80% offense. You cannot approach this, can't touch this no matter how many rerolls you get. So, if you think it's going to be so overpowered and teams are going to be beyond, like, their normal scope, they'll be better, but they're not going to just be impossible to beat. So, don't worry too much about it as far as the power level, at least in my opinion. But anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about it because it's crazy. It's literally crazy. But I'm feeling good because it benefited me. So there's going to be people where it's screwed over, and that is unfortunate. But I'm just going to enjoy while we have it. And it's for the whole set. So next Datacron set, next Conquest, you can farm up some more and just reroll some more perfect Datacrons. And then when the next set comes around, I'm just going to be set for even when purple dust, I'll be just set. There's so many. But anyway, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this whole fiasco. I'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, thanks. Bye.